Hey, Taki?
What's up?
Did you get any chocolate today?
I could do with some chocolate.
Huh? Chocolate?
You know, it is Valentine's Day after all.
Oh, I see.
Oh, that's today? It totally slipped my mind. Anyway, I don't think I got any. How about you? Did you give anyone some?
No, of course not. It's against the rules to bring your own snacks to school.
Then why'd you ask?
Sorry. I guess I wasn't thinking.
He is completely oblivious to everything, isn't he? It's not such a rare thing for boys and girls to be friends when they're little. But as they get older, they tend to start noticing the difference between each other more and more and end up drifting apart. That's not how it was with me and Karawa. We remained close all through elementary school and junior high. Of course, that doesn't mean our relationship didn't change a little. I used to think of her as just one of the family, but after puberty hit, yeah, I'm aware of the differences between us, alright. Even then, there's one thing that didn't change. Karawa and I were always together.
So, I tried making Valentine's chocolate myself this year. I worked up my courage and handed it over before I went to school.
Huh?
Huh?
She accepted it, but I don't know if she'll actually try any. She left the box on the kitchen table when she left for work, too.
Oh! It was for your mom. Hey, that's pretty cool, though. Going through all the trouble of making it from scratch to show her how much you care?
Well, technically, it wasn't just for her.
That's what I was suspecting.
Here.
Aww.
For me?
We might not be allowed to do it at school, but we're on our way home now, so...
Thanks.
I worked hard on it, you know? You'd better take the time to really appreciate it.
Yeah, sure. Alright. I have to get you something nice in return.
No, that's okay.
I mean, it's only proper.
If you want to give me something, promise me you'll show me the stars someday. Preferably through an astronomical telescope.
An astro what?
It's an instrument you use to see things that are far away. I read about it in one of those old books in the library. I'd love to use one to look up at the night sky one day. That'd be so cool.
It's rather cool, they'd say.
Stars? Here, in the complex? You know that's impossible.
I can dream, can I? Honestly, Taki, you've got no imagination.
Shut up.
It is that case of like, okay, you can project the sky, because obviously it was blue when we saw it. Why can't you just project stars? Like turn off like there was lights up there clearly. Like turn off everything. Like if there were LCD panels, or you know some kind of panel like that, LED panels, something, you know that kind of thing. You could just project an image of the sky. If there were lights, just turn off most of them and the odd one here and there leave on to make it look like stars. Why not? Day 33.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 33rd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
The barbaric enemy. I don't know. I just really like how he says that bit. It's no surprise I dream about Karawa again. The way she's been on my mind so much lately. She's always on your mind, apparently. It really brings home how alike she and Nozomi are, though. Would you drop that already? No, alike isn't the word for it. They're exactly the same. I mean, apart from, you know, personality-wise. You've pointed this out yourself? That parallel universe theory is starting to look more and more attractive. But if Nozomi is an alternate version of Karawa, what's she doing here? Is it just a coincidence that I happen to know the other her? Got thoughts and feelings, especially because apparently, in terms of theory-wise, like there's similarities with 13 Sentinels, which we are playing on the channel at the moment. So, you know, I got thoughts and feelings there. Tomatoes, that sort of thing. You know the one. If you're following 13 Sentinels. If you're not, you won't know what I mean by tomatoes. Thinking about this isn't going to get me anywhere. I should head over to the cafeteria for breakfast. I should have breakfast. What have I had today? I had an ice lolly. Although I keep saying popsicle for Sarah's sake, seeing she's around at the moment. Why am I running? Why am I running? Tetrapad, you're not meant to be here. Oh, what are they doing here? Pop those eyes back in your head, peasant. You look like a middle-aged hotel manager who's just been caught peeping on his guests. You know, I brought up the tomato thing, thinking 13 Sentinels, and we got a tomato right here. It's like, hold on a minute. Hold on. Sir Takumi, surely you'd never do such a thing. That creaking in the walls last night, was that you? I know not what you think you saw, but I assure you that you're mistaken. I was simply messing around with my sword, and well, perhaps I got carried away. What the? Oh, I'm actually curious now. For the record, we're not here to patch things up with you guys. We're just answering the call. What does that mean? I asked them to come. There's something I want you to hear, all of you. It's so important that we all need to be here. Shouma was acting strange yesterday. He was. He tried to brush it off, but I pressed him on it. And he finally told me what was bothering him. What? Shouma had another dream. One that unearthed a repressed memory. Another one? Okay, yeah. Last time led to the idea that maybe they're still like inside a hospital or some sort, like in tubes. This is all a virtual reality sim. Maybe they're controlling robot bodies. They're still actually in the complex. There's ideas that branch off from that, but it's like, we need more information. We need a lot more information. We've not got really that much when you think about it. Yeah. Is it true, Shouma? Did you remember something? Well, I thought we agreed Mr. Ginzagi's dreams were nothing to worry about. He even said so himself. Well, it was easy enough to dismiss the first time as a fluke. But now it's happened again. Shouma has more to say. He wants everyone to hear it so we're all on equal ground and won't fight about it later. That's his excuse for wasting our time. I'm sorry, but I don't want to feel like I'm keeping this from anyone. Keeping secrets always leads to conflict sooner or later. And I hate conflict more than I hate eating 3 square meals a day. Yeah, I can tell. Isn't 3 square meals a day meant to be a good thing, though? Yeah, but consider who it is, you know. So was your dream from before actually not a dream? It really did happen? Usually when you wake up from a dream, you can tell right away that it was a dream. Memories aren't like that. I mean, both are images in our minds, but there's a clear difference between the two. Sure, you can all tell the difference between dreams and memories, and I can too. That's why I can say with certainty that this was a memory. You guys mind filling us in on the lore here? Just shut up and listen. We don't get it either. What have you remembered so far, Shouma? Maybe we should go over that again. Last time you said you were hooked up on some freaky machine in a weird hospital. What was it called again? Kamakura? Oh? Lady Nozomi, is something the matter? Oh, it's nothing. Those machines are the same ones we've got here, right? The ones we can't get working? Yes, I think that covers everything from my last memory. We still haven't figured out what those machines are for, or why they were both at the hospital and here at the school. Did you remember something that could help with that? Yes, I think what I remembered this time might explain a lot of it. This time I remembered why I was putting those machines at the hospital.
It was some kind of experiment.
Experiment?
The hospital was conducting research into something, and I was a research subject.
What is it they were researching?
And that part's still a little fuzzy. I don't think I can remember it just yet. But I remember somebody in a white coat looking at me from outside the machine. And they said something. Something about my blood.
Also, maybe they were testing whether or not he was good for hemoanima.
Your blood?
I couldn't hear very well because of the glass in the way. But it sounded like they said there was something special about my blood.
Special blood? You think it's something to do with hemoanima? But hemoanima comes from the infusers. Our blood's just the medium it uses to manifest. Yeah, but maybe it's a certain blood type, that kind of thing. Maybe. Shouldn't matter whether someone's blood is special or not, should it? At this point, I'd ask around, like, what's everyone's blood types? It's like, maybe that's an indicator? It may not be the whole situation, but it may be, like, an indicator. It'd be the logical thing to do at this point. So your blood's different from regular people's, Shouma. Have you got a crazy high midichlorian count or something? Or was that a reference to Spaceballs? I don't know. I don't know about that, but it seems like it's different anyway. How can you not know? It's your own body we're talking about. Like I said, the memory's still a little fuzzy. I was barely awake at the time anyway. There's one other thing, right, Shouma? Yes, I did remember something else.
The hospital had more than one of those machines. I wasn't the only one who'd been put in one. It was all of you, too.
It's like, can I hide this? Because I want to see who's on the bottom here. Can probably check in the gallery later, because I want to see the bottom ones. Because that's the one with the tomato head. So, okay, because yeah, definitely the top ones, they all look familiar. So I want to see the bottom ones.
What?
You were all in those machines at Kamakura General Hospital, just like me.
We must have all been research subjects for the same experiment. We all have the same special kind of blood.
Because, yeah, there was one in the bottom right that was different. Can we see the gallery yet? I want to see the gallery. Dude, what are you talking about? Us? And those machines?
Oh.
And that include our group too? It did. Yes, it wasn't clear for me to see all the machines. I'm pretty sure everybody who's here now was also there. You weren't, were you? You're crazy, man. First time I saw any of you was when I woke up here in the academy. Same we all met before and forgot about it? In my memory, you all had your eyes closed. I think you were unconscious. It's just barely awake, though. Maybe that's why I was able to remember it. But there's no doubt in my mind that all of this is true. We're all put in those machines at the hospital. We're all part of an experiment there sometime before we came to this school. But I've never heard of Kamakura General Hospital. How could I have checked into it? You assume you did that by choice. Same here. I never go to the hospital. I don't have the money to spare on medical bills. And my robust health is second only to my dedication to my dear sister. Didn't have to bring me into this. What if it's all backwards in my head? Like, because, you know, I was thinking, like, maybe they were put into machines and, like, maybe they're controlling robots or something like that in this place. Like say, for instance, the Tokyo residential complex is a, like, space station in orbit and they're controlling robots on the surface to try and fight off the invaders, that kind of thing. What if it's backwards? What if this is actually the real world and the Tokyo residential complex is the sort of virtual space? And the reason for that in this logic would be to then help them form an attachment to people. Like they were given memories or they lived out their lives inside that virtual space in order to make them have something worth fighting for in the real world. Like maybe they were selected because of their blood. Yeah, maybe let's get right. So like, take the situation. So like maybe in the real world, like this real world that we're in right now, this idea, they were tested. They were like, yep, you've got special blood. We're going to put you in these machines. Inside these machines, you're going to live out a life in the Tokyo residential complex. Or they, you know, are given false memories or something like that of lives where they become attached to people, so they have something they're willing to fight for in the real world when we wake them up. Maybe something along those lines. We'll see. It just doesn't add up. We couldn't have been there. Hey, what if it was after the invaders attacked the complex, when our powers first awakened? As soon as I defeated the enemy in my neighborhood, I started to feel dizzy. Before I knew it, I had blacked out. I'm guessing the same thing happened to all of you. When it came to it, it was at the academy. With no idea how I got here. Naturally, I assumed we were brought here immediately after we passed out. But what if that's not the case? Because this is too simple and doesn't answer a lot of the questions. So it's like, may have spent weeks or even months in that hospital first. And the gap in our memory would have mean we'd be none the wiser. Yeah, that kind of twist happens in killing games all the time. Because the idea there, by the way, that it would explain why Nozomi looks like Karuha. Because Karuha never existed. She was an idea generated for Takumi. For someone to like latch onto and want to protect. But they based it on Nozomi or something like that accidentally. Again, there's gaps in that theory, but it's like, gotta analyze everything and try and make it fit. It's possible though, don't you think? If we accept Shuma's memories as true, it's the only explanation. So then, what did they do to us while we were there? Some kind of research, right? Special blood? Maybe it is related to hemo anima after all. I think so too. That's the only thing we all have in common and... Oh my god, enough already. Karuha's shrill voice shattered the contemplative mood that had settled over us. You interrupted our training for this? To hear this piece of trash talk about his ridiculous fantasies? Who the hell cares about any of that? But this could be an important clue. Might be able to find out more about hemo anima. But Shouma didn't remember any important details. We can't use this information. What's the point in worrying about it? Why are you even lending his ravings any credence in the first place? It's obviously nothing but a bunch of lame-brained hogwash. Consider this. Would understanding hemo anima better give us any practical advantage against the invaders? It might. There's no way to be sure unless we figure it out. You know, we understand it well enough to use it. Should we not just concentrate on defending the school? This is not the time to get sidetracked and waste our energy on unimportant details. Unimportant? We're never going to learn the whole truth of what's going on here. We've made our peace with that. Now that we've been given this mission, we have no choice but to do it. There's no other option. So how about you all shut up and start pulling your weight like the rest of us? They didn't tell us everything, but he did at least explain why he couldn't. A lot of the details about the war are just too important. If he told us and they were somehow leaked to the enemy, it would ruin everything. Even if being kept in the dark is frustrating, we've accepted that it's for the greater good. The greater good. We've decided to give our all to win this war and worry about the details later. In other words, we have the capacity to show perspective and determination. Not those completely alien concepts to you maggots. I mean, look at you. Coming up with weird stories and theories about stuff that does not matter. Been given a mission. Why can't you just do it? Because what if we're being lied to? That's the important thing. Like, there's so many little details we need answers to, you fool. Oh, you little cockroach. I'm talking to you. First you refuse to fight, then you muddy matters further with this nonsense. I'm getting tired of it. Just looking at you makes me want to vomit. Oh, we can actually see some pupils in there. Sorry, I never meant to cause all this trouble. You're probably right, it's all just a fantasy. My brain's always been about as powerful as pond scum. Now it's finally breaking down and making me lose touch with reality. I like from this angle, it looks like Ato and Gaku are floating. They're like that. Oh. My sincere apologies for all the trouble I've caused. I won't do it again. I won't say another word. I'll just spend the rest of the 100 days in the corner, standing out as little as possible. I'll start right now. Shouma began backing away, but Karawa stepped in to block his path. A self-deprecating act isn't going to cut it this time. You need to be made an example of. Whoa, steady. What are you talking about, Karawa? Kurara. Yeah, because Karawa's the other one. Kurara. Don't try to stop me, Nozomi. This bug needs squishing, and I'm the one who's going to do it. This so-called defense unit is full of wishy-washy work-shy nitwits. And he's the worst one of them all. His very existence is an insult to everything we stand for. I've had enough of it. What's happened to her? Kurara's always been mean, but she's totally blowing her stack now. If you really want to make up for what you've done, you should just disappear. But And I don't mean hiding away in your room either. I want you out of this academy. Do you understand? I don't care where you go, but I don't want you here. The thing about that is... Sip it. No excuses. Just go. Leave. Move out. Mosey. Scuffle up. Scram. Depart. Disappear. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out! Leave him alone, you. Gaku stepped in and grabbed Kurara's shoulder in an attempt to hold her back. None of us were prepared for what happened next.
Get your filthy hands off me!
Uh-oh. That was awesome. Combo? Such magnificent boxing technique. Nothing can withstand those fists of fury. She can box? And Uzuki receives education in everything we need to enforce our will on society. Political, financial, physical. We can handle any conflict and come out on top. I'm a member of the upper echelons for a reason. Pea-brain. My family has sculpted me into an absolute freaking paragon of refinement and excellence. If any upstart peasants dare to defile my personal space, there will be consequences. Damn it. Get yours when the revolution comes. Sorry, man, wish I could help, but you know how it is. Don't hit girls, no matter how much they deserve it. Whoa. Stop it, Kurara. Please, that's enough. Huff, huff.
Oh.
So I'm guessing you didn't have anything else to tell us? Maybe we should get going. Yeah, maybe you should. What a vexing way to start the morning. Let's return to our training, friends. Come, Lady Kurara. My wrath must be appeased. It's not that I don't appreciate you trying, but I think it's best that we drop this for now. I'll try to convince them, but it's gonna take time. Anyway, I'm sorry that it came to this. I really am. Nozomi gave us an apologetic glance and went to join her friends. Even after the team from the second campus had left, none of us could settle down. If anything, we only got more heated. I'm sorry, Shouma. I never thought it would blow up like this. No, it's my fault. The other team already doesn't like us, and now I've made it worse by annoying them with my nonsensical stories. No, you're in the right here, mate. Like, no. It's important to share these details. Any little detail could be important. We don't know until you tell. I'm so useless, so stupid, so lacking in any kind of social awareness. I'd ought to be better off if I'd never been born. Well said. What? Profiteers don't agree with him.
Ah!
That tomato lady really went ham on you, huh? She made you look like gutter trash. You hit me. Sakura actually hit me. My dad doesn't hit me. I mean, how could he? I've never met him guy. Yeah, because of the swelling on his mouth. Is that a good thing? Those guys are really pissing me off now. Ain't no way we're ever gonna make things work with them. The way I see it, there's only one way to resolve our differences. Starts with a K and ends in inning game. It's totally still a genre with untapped potential. Takumi, just give it a rest, okay? I'm sorry. If I was better at handling human relationships, this never would have happened. No, mate, no. The mood here just keeps getting worse and worse. Gloom descended on the cafeteria. We gradually filled out and made our way back to our rooms, our hearts heavier than they had been in a long time. I'm exhausted already, and I'm getting a bit peckish. I can smell cooking. I think Sarah's cooking in the kitchen right now. It's like, ooh, the aroma is filling the air. It's like a nice beef smell, beef gravy smell. Like, ooh, you know, the smell of coffee. Yeah. Because this is the thing, I do like the smell of coffee because it smells of beef gravy to me, remember? And I do like beef gravy. The problem is, like, I don't like drinking beef gravy. So. But there's still plenty of day left. I should try to make the most of it. The invaders might attack at any time. I've got to be ready for when they do. Free time? Right, so what I want to do. Gallery. Event gallery? Yes. So where is the one we just saw? It's not there. Why is it not there? That's weird, because we've got like the dreams and stuff, like, and then it's just not. Not gonna be in the video gallery because it's not a video. Huh. And what are those two? No idea, but like, yeah, like these ones are not there. Strange, because we have got quite a bit unlocked, haven't we not? These aren't like sections or something, are they? Like 1 of 4. Okay, so change view, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. Oh, it goes down. I thought it was just left and right. It goes down. Wait, what? There's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7 then. Like, there's loads. It goes down. Okay. Because this is the one we're after. It's like, huh, like... How many is there? Like, for each page is that filled with these? Wow. Okay. Anyway, let's look at what we wanted to look at here. Okay, right, we can zoom in. Okay, so just like, do we recognize everyone? Like, who could they possibly be? Those two standing over Shouma there. That's Tsubasa. Can we? Just want to see if like we could turn it around, but it's like no. Interesting that like you're separated. So like you're separated down there. Why you're separated? Because maybe they're not related. Maybe there's something else going on. There's A2. I'm just wondering, so it's like, hold on. So anyone we don't recognize. So it's like, hold on. So how many of those got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I've lost count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on each. So 14 total. Got the 14 total. And how many of them are there? I'm gonna remember even the ones that have like disappeared. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's 14 tubes, so there's the 14 of them. So then we got these guys here. And obviously you as well, but you'd be the 14th who's not there. That's the issue. That is the issue. So yeah, everyone's here. Like, there may be more off to the sides. It's like, yeah, that one in the bottom right. That's the interesting one, because, like, you're not in that. Okay. Anyway, we're going to use this as a place to end this part, and in the next part, we'll use our free time. Yeah. Ta-da for now.